Hi everybody. What we're going to do today is we are going to work on a beautiful line landscape. So we're going to break down into line our outdoor setting. So you could start off and instead of making a sun like where you make a circle, we're going to make it one continuous line. And maybe I'm going to use lines, segments like this for the rays of the sun. And I could, of course, do this in color, which I will do, but I'm going to think of all the different kinds of lines I can make. Maybe I'm going to make a wavy line, and that's going to look like my horizon line, like off in the distance. And maybe I could make, let's see, I'm going to make maybe a wave line. No, I think I'll do my land first. Some dashes, some dashes, some dashes. And maybe I'm going to do a couple of rows of dashes. It might look like it's a farm land. Things are there. I don't know. Try all different kinds of line. What other kinds of lines can you think of? I can think of lines that kind of go like this. I'm making my hand wiggle as I write, just to make the lines a little bit different. It's one long line. Maybe they'll be like tops of rocks that I'm drawing. I'm not sure yet. It's like ice cream dripping too. And I could make, what else? What else? How about like this? That could be like a fence even. Boop. Maybe I'm going to make waves. Up and over, up and over, up and over. Almost looks like I go up, over, and then like a C. There we go. Maybe my lines are going to go more pointy, straight up. We're going to see what our landscape looks like. Now you can plan it, or you could just say, I'm going to use as many different kinds of lines as I can think of. I'm using dash lines, but I'm putting them on their side now. You can check out that little worksheet I have to show you too. I might make dotted line, dot, 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 dot. Very gentle on my Sharpie. I could make X, 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 X all across. It's going to look interesting. It already looks like I see water here. And I see off in the distance, I almost feel like desert. I feel like that's a desert kind of line. What other kind of line? Oh, how about this? Like arrows all going in this direction. Oops, 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 oops. And maybe I'll finish it up with some swirly, swirly, swirly lines. So I'm avoiding the shapes this time. I'm really kind of focusing in on lines. And of course, when lines join together, they make shapes. So when I'm not careful, I'm actually making shapes because the lines join together. Once you finish with that, think about how you want to use color to fill in your piece. Maybe you will start with, for your sun, some yellow. Whoop, here. And it's a great chance also to try blending. I'm going to go with yellow first. I'm going to add some orange around it, all around, all around. I'm going to stop here at my line. Oops. I'm going to blend it out. I'm going to see what colors work well with that so I can decide where I'm going to go from there. Oops, I need more water. All around, all around, all around, all around, all around. Boop. It's great practice too for your whatever you're working with, whether it's your brush or a marker, to see how colors blend together. Kind of love that. I might add a little red to that if I feel like it. Not sure yet. All right, so you can see here I'm starting to choose my colors, where to start and stop. So I'm just tapping in some purple here. And I'm not going to worry too much about staying within the lines because I kind of want my colors to blend together. So you can see I'm working with purple. And then I might go, oh, I feel like blue will be my next best color. You can be a little more careful than I am. I'm going to get some, maybe green. I'm feeling some green in here. Some green, 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 all in here until I get right to the bottom. This kind of reminds me of a picture we did earlier in the year where we were making these lines, but we were just kind of doing it as an abstract line piece. This time we're kind of making it look more like a landscape. We're seeing how lines, when they come together, can start to do other things. And here, it's like I see the sky. I do feel like this is almost like a desert scene. I wonder if yours looks the same or yours looks different. It depends what kind of lines you make. It's definitely going to look like water here when I get to my waves. I'm going to go into my waves slowly. I might start with a blue-green first. That's kind of a teal color. And I need a little more water on my brush. I'm going to take it down to the water, and then I'll have some decisions to make for the bottom portion of my piece. Now, yours and mine may not look alike. It's okay, that's not what we're going for. The idea here is to make a line landscape where we look at lines and we're letting them kind of tell us what they look like. That's why I think that I wasn't planning on it being a desert in the background, but that's just how it started to look. So I'm going to move in, I'm going to get a little bit down here, and then I'm going to fade into my blue. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, that's a rich blue. Oh, look at how it's blending. We call that bleeding. The colors are bleeding together. I might actually mix it a little more. Look at how it's going. It's like it's running away into the other section. If that bothers you, you can just blend it out by adding more water. I'm kind of interested to see what happens. I'm going to let it happen and then wait and see and decide if I want to blend it. And sometimes you just might want to add a little more water. I'm going to add a little more water here. And I'm going to let it blend with that last color. And notice how I'm kind of pulling the colors a little quickly, because I don't want them to look so stripy. I want them to kind of fade into the next color. Here where it is bleeding a little bit in, I'm going to leave that and see how it looks. I kind of like it. It's a different thing. Maybe I'll blend it a teeny. I should have left it alone. Here we go. And now I can just keep fading into the next color. Maybe my next color is going to be, I don't know, orange. And now just be careful when you get close to two colors. Like when I get blue and orange together, it almost turns to brown because that's a primary color. It's actually a mixture of all three of the primary colors. Orange is red and yellow mixed together, and the blue is the other primary color. And if you mix all the primary colors together, you're going to get brown. You see how you can't really see it so much, but you can tell that if you want to experiment, you can get some brown. I feel like I'm going to finish up strong with a little red, blending it together. Notice how I'm not worried if it goes over into the next section. I'm just going to let the colors go over the lines and see what happens. And I think I might finish up with a little magenta for the final part. Let me see. Oops, I don't want to get it on my other paper. Just going to let it blend, 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 blend right on the edges. And absolutely, I love my line landscape. I hope you love yours too. Keep up the great work.